Allegheny County, which is where our establishment is located in Pennsylvania, imposed a tax of 10% on any type of alcoholic beverage, whether it's a beer, a bottle of wine, glass of wine, whatever, that's served at a restaurant or a bar or at a ball game, any type of transaction like that. And there was a group of restaurant owners and bar owners and members of the public who felt not only was it unfair to do this in the first place, but it was also very, very counterproductive from a business standpoint. So this group of restaurateurs gathered together and said, well, we need to create a program to try and get this tax repealed. And the method for doing this was to create a referendum to put on a ballot in Allegheny County that would repeal the tax. And the question was, well, how do we get the public motivated about this? And how do we create a message that's very concise and that conveys what we want to do very, very briefly so that people know exactly what we're talking about? Brammill came up with the strategy of labeling the referendum campaign the Whiskey Rebellion 2. The Whiskey Rebellion had occurred in western Pennsylvania when the initial U.S. government had placed a tax on whiskey, which caused a lot of economic harm to the whiskey producers in western Pennsylvania. So they went and they fought back against this tax. And this happened in the late 1790s. So since western Pennsylvania was the cradle of the first Whiskey Rebellion, it was appropriate that we have the Whiskey Rebellion 2. So Brammill went and they came up with this Whiskey Rebellion 2 campaign, and they came up with some artwork that was based on the original Whiskey Rebellion flag that was absolutely unbelievable and was really eye-catching. And so we had a number of public rallies to try and get people together to do the signatures. We had to do a real grassroots efforts through a lot of the taverns and the pubs in Allegheny County to educate them on what the referendum was, what it would do, and how they could help. And then we also had to get people motivated to go out and get signatures to get this petition on the ballot. So we got a huge amount of public relations out of this. The TV and the radio and the print reporters showed up at every event that we did. It kept the issue in the public's eye, and it created a real buzz about it that people were talking about. And it was hugely, hugely successful. Because of that campaign, we were able to collect about 45,000 signatures to place the referendum on the ballot that would have repealed the tax. And we only needed about 23,000. So we just about doubled the number we needed. And it was a hugely, hugely memorable campaign, capped off by an article in the Wall Street Journal talking about how this Whiskey Rebellion could lead to the end of the gubernatorial chances of the county executive in Allegheny County. So, but that Wall Street Journal article was something that was done, it was PR at its finest, meaning it was a story that was created over a period of time where bits of information were fed out to the reporter to try and build on the story, when suddenly it all clicked and the reporter said, you know what, I think we have a story of national importance here. And so that was how it got in the Wall Street Journal, ratcheting up the pressure on our local officials.